This influencer was just outed for faking cancer to scam his fans. How someone could stoop this low is beyond me, but this seems to be a common theme with this guy that we're talking about today, known as Boogie2988. He was originally known for being his character Francis, who was obsessed with Mountain Dew and World of Warcraft, but now a decade later, he's pulling off crypto scams on his fans. In doing so, he released this abomination of a video where he decided to act as a fat Andrew Tate in an attempt to build hype around his meme token built around him called Fatty.
Listen up, all you top G's. There's some misinformation being spread around right now by certain influencers, but I'm here to tell you the truth and the hacks to help you break free from the matrix so you can be a brokey like me.
Yeah, that token went the way influencer coins normally do. The coin is down 96% since the launch day, and the insiders of it managed to grab a quick 6 figures from using Boogie's name. Here's an image of the top wallets and how much they managed to profit out of this quick pump and dump. I don't even think Boogie is aware of how much money these guys made off of him, but apparently this is a common theme with him, as the documentary about him confirmed this over and over again. He just takes the quick cash and doesn't think about the ramifications that come with it. But Coffeezilla called him out about this weird crypto play. And Boogie, he claimed he did all of this because he had cancer and expensive medical bills.
But I have so much free time that I spend a lot of it on my Discord now because I'm just bored out of my mind. I don't have places to go. I don't have money to spend. I'm literally just fighting for my life over here. And a lot of that involves staying home, spending my money where it needs to be spent, and trying to just not stress myself out to make my polycythemia vera any worse.
How much did you get paid for this total?
I was given $5,000 up front with a promise of $5,000 on the back end after a week of coming on the Telegram, doing some live streams, doing some tweets about it, and all along the ways talking about how it's a coin that'll make you go broke.
Apparently, Boogie will just accept $5,000 to push a blatant scam on his fans. I don't know if they actually fulfilled their promise of giving him the other $5,000, knowing it's likely anonymous crypto people who no longer need him. I wouldn't be surprised if he never received that other $5,000. In a way, that's deserved for falling for this to begin with.
If I'm being genuine with you, and I do want to be genuine with you and the rest of the internet, I'm in pretty dire need of money. I have a lot of medical bills, and I'm fighting cancer, and I very much like not to go around with my healthcare too much, but that's something I would genuinely have to consider. And I know that from watching your videos in the past, if I say maybe here, a lot of people are going to take that as a no, and it might end up being a no. So I may as well give you a hard no here, because I very, very much need the money. I'm on $1,800 for the medications right now. I need the money to pay for that. I have a $2,000 a month mortgage. I genuinely would like very much to keep my home. I'd very much like, but I don't want to do it at the price of ripping anybody off. And
that is kind of what's happened here a little bit, though. You know that.
But while that behavior is sad, the new revelation makes it all pathetic, because a couple nights ago, Destiny went onto the Lil Cow podcast to confront him about his cancer. And that's where this clip that will likely haunt Boogie forever happened.
Boogie, 2488, you are being confronted tonight.
Go ahead.
I am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia.
Well, then
can you
why
explain?
Why would he call it polycythemia vera? Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera? Why does he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it?
Well, if he ordered a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it, it would be weird that you told us that you already had a diagnosis and a confirmation.
Because the markers are in my blood. The hormone markers are in my blood, Destiny.
Correct. But you said that you'd received a diagnosis, but now you just told me you got a bone marrow biopsy.
It's a diagnosis, and now we're confirming. It's called a confirmation.
Oh no. And this just sent the internet in the weirdest spiral because I've never seen so many people wish that someone had cancer as a form of support, meaning at least he wouldn't have been lying to promote his crypto scam and raise money that he had cancer.
The hormone markers are already in my blood.
Yep.
And
So I think
we are confirming it with the biopsy because I'm wanting to do that because I'm praying to God I don't have cancer.
He doesn't care.
I'm praying to God I'm taking the 1 in a million chance that they're wrong, and there's another reason I have the hormone imbalances in my blood.
Yeah. Why are you praying to God 2 years after you said that you have cancer that you don't have cancer?
Yeah, and at that point, Boogie basically just lost the argument, and Destiny then doubled down by saying this.
If Boogie can confirm, that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
Hey, you need the money.
You're not seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical records.
$5,000.
I said this. I said this
have to see the medical records.
What's so insane about this is he would happily take $5,000 to scam his fans, but not $5,000 to show proof that he does have cancer to a private party. But then he slips up by saying this.
Pray what you got to pray.
Oh, this is actually so f***ing sad, Boogie.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
This is like horrible.
It is what it is. And it's so funny because I'm looking at my portal right now.
Tell us.
I'm looking. No. You.
Oh boy. Okay, so since he was saying he was looking at his portal, a bunch of other creators started pitching into the pot that Destiny originally donated to if he shows his medical records and confirms he actually has cancer, including some ordinary gamers pledging $50,000. I think the end total was roughly $80,000 plus a trip to Disney. And for some reason, he wouldn't show it privately to one trusted party on the podcast. This guy needs money, so why he would decline $80,000 to just prove his innocence, that's beyond me. Seems like he's lying. There is just no other explanation here. Either way, Coffeezilla then called him back a day later and things got so much worse for him.
But what I can do is confront Boogie on this second claim, the cancer and medical bills, because I found out a few days ago that these statements were false. I know this because Boogie gave us a timeline of when he got paid in the first place. So when were you paid the $5,000?
5 days ago.
Later, I verified with Boogie this payment occurred on June 19th. And when Boogie said all the money was gone on June 26th, that gives us a window of time where he should have receipts for about $5,000 of medical expenses. Boogie, when I asked, agreed to share these expenses with me. And the following conclusions are based on him providing accurate records, which I know is a dubious idea. But when he shared what he had, it fell far short of even what I was expecting. He gave me 2 receipts for the time period, one for $154, the other for a copay of $60, a total of $214 by the time we talked.
How is this possible? I don't know. I guess it was just the money isn't gone. It was a curricular term, and he's not used to this level of scrutiny.
I have a specific thing I need to do with it. Have you never heard that colloquialism? Use Google then. It's very common.
I'm saying
I'm not used to this level of scrutiny.
This very much so seems like the meme of the guy riding the bike and taking himself out. YouTube career that's going fine, then lies about having cancer to justify scamming his fans and raising money. Once he hits the ground, he blames the people reacting to his actions and screams. He's not used to this level of scrutiny. I'm almost in disbelief in how much Boogie has fallen. It seems like the guy who once was this like wholesome dude, but slowly became more and more jaded from messing up and not taking any accountability for his own actions. Making mistakes in life, that is normal. Life is one big lesson. But if you never accept your mistakes and learn from them, you become this bitter person who blames everyone except the true person at fault here, yourself. The only person that can change Boogie's life is himself. And right now, he's just burning down everything that was once a blessing for him. And now he's disabled his Twitter account. And this could be either to vanish from the internet or to delete evidence of him lying, because you now have a bunch of tweets like this resurfacing from just a couple weeks ago. The whole situation is just unbelievable. Keemstar made a TLDR of what he thinks happened, which I I guess can make sense, but here it says, to the best of my knowledge, based on everything I know, Boogie went on steroids that could cause cancer in the blood years ago and was warned of the dangers. 2 years ago, he lost all of his money in crypto. He went to the doctor and had a high red blood cells indicating he may have cancer blood. Before he got any confirmation, he rushed to make a YouTube video announcing he had cancer. 2 years later, he still doesn't have confirmation that he has cancer, but he's been telling everyone he does and used it for sympathy multiple times. Whether it was promoting his crypto scam or asking people to financially support him lying about the cancer could be considered fraud. He is scheduled to get a confirmation test to see if he has cancer soon, so ironically, even though he's lied, he may still have cancer. The whole thing is just sad as hell. Honestly, it is beyond sad, it's pathetic. I know the dude has been struggling for a while, but he just keeps doing shit that makes everything so much worse for himself. I've slowly just came to terms that he's just an odd guy. I've had one interaction with him in person, and it was just beyond weird. Keemstar has now came out and said that he's gonna make sure he gets Boogie back onto the show, so at least Boogie has that if he decides to return. His brother, who's also a doctor, is claiming that Boogie does have cancer, but that's hard to take his word when Boogie won't accept $80,000 to confirm he actually has cancer privately. I mean, it is hard to get more pathetic than this situation. We pretty much all have someone close to us that we've either lost to cancer or is currently battling it. So it's hard to have any sympathy left for Boogie.